best defensive half of the season? You said that second half.
Probably. Yeah, we didn't have too many breakdowns, finished possessions with rebounds. We were communicating pretty well, so it was solid performance. And I think the first half, our intensity was there, our focus was there. We just gave up too many offensive rebounds and too many kind of broken play open threes. And they hit a bunch of them to start and got a lot of momentum, but we just stayed consistent with it, and it worked out.
It seemed like you guys started to pull away or put your imprint on the game when you transitioned, you started getting out and running. Was it a matter of just getting stops to get to that point, or was it sort of effort just push the ball?
That's our MO anyway, but especially against this team, if we can get stops, especially when they have their bigs out there, and the playmakers that we have to secure rebound and just push it and run the wings, that's going to work in our favor. But we couldn't get to it in the first quarter. It was either they were making threes or getting offensive rebounds. So that was a key for us to get back in the game in the first half and then to break it open in the second. And, we have to understand eventually we got to start games a little bit better, especially in this building. We've been terrible at that recently, so could be something to work on down the stretch of the season and the playoffs.
Steph, what do you see out of Kevin and being able to overcome, after missing his first date, I think?
That dude's an MVP, has ultra confidence in himself no matter what, and so you're never really worried about him, sulking or getting down on himself or questioning his game at any point. So we've all been through it. You have some good looks, they just don't go down. Keep shooting. I think for him, tonight he found ways to get into the paint, get to the free throw line, finish around around the basket, which opened up other things for him. But you never really worried about him, second guessing himself in that situation or in those kind of situations.
How do y'all balance having enough in the tank come May, but making sure you do enough to win games?
Say that again.
I said, how do y'all balance making sure you have something left come playoff time, but make sure you do enough to win games?
Just respecting the game, having focus mentally. Every night we come out to play, and understanding that throughout the course of the season, win or lose, whatever kind of streaks you can put together, whatnot, it's the habits that you're trying to build. First 5 games we were awful, taking care of the basketball, defending with a purpose. In the last 3, we've been a lot better, and you just keep building. So me and Kay were talking about on the bench tonight. It is tough to still be, November 1st or 2nd, whatever it is, and be looking forward to April, May, June. But having gone through the experience last year and 3 years ago, understanding what it takes to win a championship, it's kind of cliche, but literally every game you can learn a little bit something about yourself and continue to build great habits to get there. And you got to encourage each other to get through the gauntlet of the NBA season because, night in, night out, it could be tough at times to find that motivation and that energy on a nightly basis. But at the end of the day, if we want to win a championship, that's what we got to do.
Along those lines with Spurs not having Kawhi and Tony, is this still a team you'll have to kind of be careful with?
1,000%. It's kind of been that way for years now, and probably the same this year. They're going to be a threat come the end of the season with just the pedigree that they have from coaching staff to the players that they have on their squad, and you got to be ready.
How hyped were you on that Klay Thompson block on Aldridge with the rim? Looked like you guys had a celebration on that.
We were not reacting to the block. We were reacting to Klay's reaction of his own block.
What do you do?
He showed the most emotion I think I've ever seen. It was quick because he didn't realize he had the ball, but he got the block, got the rebound, looked at us on the bench, and started yelling, and his face was crazy. It was fun to watch. That's why our reaction was that wild. I ain't throw him under the bus, but he was so hype and excited, he turned it over on the other end. So he deserved that one. Though. Or he earned that turnover because that was a great defensive play.
How much of a groove is he in right now? What have you noticed from him?
Playing great basketball, shooting with confidence, doing on both ends of the floor. and he's under control. That's the biggest thing. He's knowing how defenders are running him off the three-point line. He's giving them pump fakes when he knows it's time to pull that out, staying within himself and making timely shots. And he's playing amazing right now. So he's obviously a huge catalyst for us.
Steph, we saw your tweets, but just what was your reaction when you saw that your name was invoked in the tax proposal?
It was weird. That's about it. It was there's a lot of people wondering why I was called out, whatever the case may be. But Mama, I made it.
Was that your best defensive half of the season? Would you say that second half?
Yeah, I think after the start of the second quarter, I mean, I looked at the stat sheet, and they probably had like 59 points the last 3 quarters, and that's great defense for us. And we contested shots, we rebounded, and we got out in transition.
You guys are blocking shots at a crazy rate right now. I think it's like every game you had 8 or more. I mean, what's going on?
Well, we are getting beat a lot off the dribble, and I think guys are just helping more than anything and contesting shots. And we're really, really good at contesting shots. And we got, when JB comes in the game, he's really great at protecting the rim. And Draymond and JaVale and myself, try to do a good job of just contesting and protecting the rim. And we're able to get our hands on some basketballs.
Clay even got one tonight, right? Got Aldridge at the rim.
Oh, yeah, he did. He did. That was a first. And hopefully he can get a couple more.
Kevin, when you look at your career in tonight's game, like when you have a game where you're missing shots, what's kind of your overall mindset that you think helps kind of get over that?
Well, I got to, locate the problem and figure out what I need to do to shoot good shots. And first half, I was just in my own way, just in my own head, not wasn't even focused as much as I should have been. I don't even know what I was thinking about, but I just wasn't really locked in like I should have been. That comes in the form of just like encouraging my teammates, just being there for guys when they knock down a shot, screening, just doing the small things. I think that's what got me going. I was able to block a couple shots, get a deflection, play some good defense, and then I hear my teammates encouraging me, and that makes me feel good, and I'm able to come back on the other end and be myself.
Kevin, what do you think's working for Clay right now?
Well, I mean, shooting the ball well. I mean, that's what he does. He's setting his feet quick and knocking it down. And, we're going to continue we need him to continue to do so. And he's a vet in this league now, so we expect that out of him. And he's coming to play every single night. And, once he's knocking down shots, defending, driving, and kicking like he's been doing, we're a dangerous team.
Has he talked to you at all about efficiency? He's mentioned
He doesn't talk at all, actually.
Has he mentioned efficiency, though, just because he's referenced you a couple times as a guy who shoots jumpers and a shot over 50%. He wants to shoot 50%.
Yeah. Oh, well, he doesn't talk to me about shots at all. I mean, because he doesn't really have a conscience when it comes to that stuff. And that's why he's so great. And, he puts in the work before and after practice. And if he does that, then he'll come out and shoot well in the game. So it's pretty simple when you think about it. If you work, put the work in, put the time in. When nobody's watching, then once your games start, you'll feel good about yourself, and that's what Clay does every night.
Kevin, as you're playing with the second unit, what do you do considering the fact there's been so many different combinations to try to make them feel comfortable?
Just work, just figure it out. And we trust Coach and we trust the coaching staff that they'll put us in great positions to be successful, and we're just figuring it out. I think we have a good groove with our rotations now, our second unit. We're starting out with Draymond, D. West, Pat, Andre, and Clay, and they're doing a great job for us in the second unit. And then when me and Steph come back in there, middle of the second and fourth quarters, we're in a good rhythm because they just set us up pretty well to come back in. So, we mixed up combinations and rotations and all that type of stuff, plays and just reads throughout the season, trying to figure stuff out so far in this early season. But, we're a smart team, and guys are trying to kind of, figuring things out.